बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। Devotees, at this time I invite you very humbly to please close your eyes. Everyone, let's close our eyes. Try to sit up straight and meditate on the Supreme Lord and the Spiritual Master as we seek their blessing, their guidance and protection. Prathamam Sadgurum Vande Shri Krishnam Tadanantaram Guru Papatmana Trata Shri Krishnas Twamalatmana Baraha Pidam Natvaravapu Karnayo Karnikaram Vibhradvasa Kanaka Kapisham Vaijayantim Chamala Randhran Venu Radhar Sudhaya Purayan Gopa Vrindai Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishad Gita Kirti Namah Kamalana Bhaya Namah Kamal Maline Namah Kamal Padaya Namaste Kamalekshana Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam Yo Vai Vedansha Prahinoti Tasmai Tagvang Hadevamatma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। आदरणीय पूजनीय पंडित जी, अन्य पंडित घन, प्रिय सज्जनों, प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, Mahanubhav, most worshipable Panditji, other Pandits, devotees of the Supreme Lord, dearest devotees, the divine souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. Very special Radhe Radhe and pranam also, the most heartiest welcome, swagatam to our viewers on Bhakti TV. Bhakti TV also is coming live at this time. We want to thank Pandit Satyanand Maharaj of the Satya Anand Ashram in Arangwez, who produces Bhakti TV. The Bhakti TV is on 24/7 online. I encourage you to go online and log on to Pandit Satyananda Maharaj Facebook page, where you can find the link to Bhakti TV, or you can go to tvbhakti.com. and support Panditji. Before we proceed tonight with Katha, please join me in Harinam Sankirtan, chanting the divine name, qualities, virtues of the Lord. If you have a booklet, it's on page 5. This beautiful bhajan is saying, let us all sing together and chant the name of the Lord, Shri Radharani, Shri Krishna. While singing, we may become tired. If you become tired, then with every breath, swas, take the name of the Lord. If you become tired doing that also, then just meditate on the divine form of the Lord, Sumiriya. Whether we are doing kirtan, chanting loudly, or we are mentally repeating the name of the Lord, most important is Rup Dhyan, meditating on the form of the Supreme Lord, on the form of God. Ek dhyan karu, one thing keep in mind, wherever the mind goes, wanting to keep in mind, always feel and visualize that the Lord is standing right in front of me. So I can meditate. They're close to me. God is sitting in our heart. The second thing we should keep in mind is that I will meet the Lord very quickly. That longing, the yearning has to be that I'm going to meet very quickly. No, we have to keep ananyata, exclusiveness, when it comes to Guru, God, and the scriptures, and the bhakti, the path. Do not have ill feelings for anyone in the world, knowing the Lord is sitting in the heart of every living being, everyone. Do not have ill feelings. Wherever, because in the heart of everyone, that same Lord we are worshipping is sitting, is residing. We'll chant. गाओ सब हिली मिली राधे 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 राधे, गाओ सब हिली राधे 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 राधे, ओ गाओ सब हिली मिली राधे 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 राधे, गाओ सब हिली मिली राधे 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 राधे। थकहु नाम गाते जब राधे, थकहु नाम तो श्वास श्वास जपु राधे 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 राधे, श्वास श्वास जपु राधे 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 राधे। जब तक जाहु तबहु तो राधे, ओ सुमेरी अनित छवि राधे 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 राधे, सुमेरी अनित छवि राधे 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 राधे। ओ गाओ सब हिली मिली राधे 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 गाओ
सब हिली मिली राधे 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 राधे
करऊ कीर्तन या जप राधे करऊ
कीर्तन या जप राधे
ओ ध्यान सहित करु राधे 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 ध्यान
सहित करु राधे 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 राधे
एक ध्यान करु मन मोह राधे एक ध्यान
करू मन महाराधे
ओ खरी सामने राधे 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 खरी
सामने राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे
ओ गाओ सब हिली मिली राधे 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 गाओ
सब हिली मिली राधे 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 राधे
तू जो ध्यान करहु नित राधे
जो ध्यान करहु नित राधे
मिलय बेगी अब राधे 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 राधे
मिले बेगी अब राधे 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 राधे
निज गुरु इष्ट भक्ति में राधे
निज गुरु इष्ट भक्ति में राधे
रहु अनन्य मति राधे 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 राधे
अनन्यमति राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे
राधे
राधे
राधे राधे राधे
ओ गाओ सब हिली मिली राधे 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 गाओ
सब हिली मिली राधे 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 राधे
रह दुर्भावन कतहु राधे
रह दुर्भावन कटहु राधे
उदासीन रहु राधे 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 राधे
उदासीन रहु राधे 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 राधे
सब महरह कृपालु तव राधे
सब महारह कृपालु तव राधे
यह भाव रखु राधे 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 राधे
है भाव रखु राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे गाओ सब हिली मिली राधे 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 गाओ
सब हिली मिली राधे 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 राधे
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, श्री राधा रानी की। There are many paths in spirituality. Gyan, karm, yog, bhakti, etc. But the path which is dearest to God and the easiest path to attain in God is called bhakti. The path of bhakti, meaning the path of love in God. Bhakti means to love. There are many, many types of bhakti. 9 types, 10 types, 24 types, 36 types, etc. As described in Bhagavad Mahapuran, etc. The most famous though is Navadha Bhakti, 9-fold devotion. Hiranyakashipu placed Prahalad on his lap and said, Praharadanuchatam tat swadhitam kinchuduttamam kale naitavata yushman yada shikshad gurur bhavan. 7 Canto, 5th chapter, 22nd verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. Prahalad, Hiranyakashipu is saying to Prahalad, O my dear son, O Prahalad, O long-lived one, you have just returned from the ashram of the Guru. You must have attained a lot of great knowledge. Please relate to me, be so kind to relate to me what you consider to be the greatest knowledge you have acquired from the Guru. Prahalad replied and said, Shravanam kirtanam Vishnu smaranam pada sevanam archanam bandhanam dasyam sakhyam atma nivedanam. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 7 Canto, 5th chapter, 23rd verse. Prahalad says, my father, O my dear father, worshipping Sri Krishna, worshipping the Lord in these 9 forms, 9 ways, I consider to be the highest knowledge. There is no greater knowledge than this. Shravana Bhakti, listening to the divine philosophy, the divine virtues, qualities, etc. of God. Kirtan Bhakti, chanting the divine names, etc. as we just did. Smaran Bhakti, number 3. Lovingly remembering, meditating on the form of God. Pada Sevan Bhakti, number 4. Worshipping the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord or the saint who is Bhagwan personified, God personified. Number 5. Archana Bhakti, worshipping an image of the Lord, photo, picture, murti. Bandhana Bhakti, number 6. Bowing with great humility before God, before the saint. Dasyam Bhakti, worshipping God in the mode of a servant loving the master. Sakhyam, number 8. Worshipping God in the loving mode of a friend. That the Lord is my friend, I am the friend of the Lord, He is my friend. Sakhyam. And Atma Nivedanam, number 9. Surrendering, offering everything unto the Lord. Navadha Bhakti. This is also related in a little bit different way by Bhagwan Shri Ram to Shabari in the Ramayana. Navadha Bhagati kahu to hi pahi savadhan sunu dharu man mahi. Bhagwan Shri Ram says to Shabari, O my dearest devotee Shabari, I am now about to relate to you the highest knowledge, which is called 9-fold devotion, Navadha Bhakti. So be very alert. Attach your heart, your mind to me. Dharu mana mahi. Be alert, saudhan, and listen carefully. when it comes to katha, when it comes to the glories, the philosophy of God, we should not be careless. You should not be talking. We should not be doing something else. It's a great insult to God. God becomes very angry that when the name of God is being chanted, someone is doing something else. He finds something more important to do. When the glories of the Lord is being described, His philosophy, someone's talking to someone. There's big punishment. God gets very angry. This is why He's saying, Savadhan sunu. Be very alert, listen very carefully. Dharumanamahi, attach in your heart, your mind to me. We went in detail. I've been talking on Navdha Bhakti. 8 sessions so far on Navdha Bhakti. If you haven't seen and you'd like to see them, you can go on Bhakti TV, tvbhakti.com, or you can go on Radha Govind Society Facebook page and you will see all of them. You can review. Tonight, I want to do one of them that I left out so far. Bhagwan Shri Ram is saying to Shivri, छत दामशील विरक्ति बहु कर्मा निरत निरंतर सजन धर्मा जय राम श्री राम छठ दमशील विरति बहु कर्मा निरत निरंतर सज्जन धर्मा. Bhagwan Shri Ram is saying to Shivri, this Chhat means 6. The 6th type of bhakti is to practice Dhammashil. Dham means self-control. If you want to be a spiritual person, you have to practice self-control. Self-control means trying to control the senses. What you eat, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, and what you touch. We have 5 sense organs. Shabd, Sparsh, Roop, Ras, Gandh. Shabd, listening, the sense organ of listening. Sparsh, touching, feeling. Roop, seeing. Ras, tasting. Gandh, smelling. This is where we bring knowledge. This is where we bring in sanskars. So we have to be, if we want to be a true devotee of God, we want to step on the spiritual path, then we have to be very careful where these 5 are concerned. If you don't care about God, you don't even believe about God, you don't believe there's something called God, Bhagwan, you think these Babajis, people are wasting their time, just eat, drink and be merry. That's the kind of life you live, then it's fine. But if you have a yearning for spirituality, a desire to know God, to become free from the endless cycle of birth and death, that we never have to come back in this material world and suffer, then we have to control, we have to practice self-control. what you eat. To be a spiritual person, it's important to be careful what you eat. Whatever we eat affects the mind. There's a saying in English, you are what you eat. I'm not saying being a vegetarian will take you to God, Bhagavan, but what we eat affects the mind. And what do we do bhakti with? What are we going to practice spirituality with? The mind. In the whole Gita, Bhagavan Krishna is telling Arjun to control the mind, control the mind. Arjun says, Chanchalami manah Krishna pramati balavadhiram tasyaham nigaham manye vayuriva. Chapter 6, verse 34, Gita. Arjun says, Krishna, how to control his mind? It is so strong, turbulent and unyielding. It is difficult, more difficult to control the mind than it is to control the wind. Tulsidas Ji gives an idea of the condition of our mind. He says, a monkey, bandar, a monkey, is very chanchal, wayward by nature, jumping all the time. It can't sit quietly for a moment. Now that monkey somehow gets a bottle of rum, alcohol, and becomes drunk. The condition of the monkey worsens, already very wayward, now the condition worsens. Then a scorpion stings that monkey. So it's drunk and a scorpion stings it. The condition worsens even more. And then a bhoot, a ghost comes on this monkey. The condition becomes even more worse. Tulsidas Ji says, our mind is worse than a monkey in that condition. So bad our mind is. And the whole thing about spirituality, whatever path you follow is to make the mind, to control the mind. So if you eat certain type of food, it's only going to make the mind worse. What you eat, what you drink, very important. It also will help in health-wise. You keep the body healthy. What you hear. There's two kinds of katha. Ram katha and gram katha. Ram katha, listening to katha, divine glories of the Lord like this. Gram katha, listening to worldly talks. People complaining about others, spreading rumors. This is gram katha. It's very sweet for some people. The more bad thing you have to say about somebody, the more they feel happy. That's a reflection of the mind. It means the mind is very dirty. The more you love to hear bad things, the more dirty the mind is. The more you want to hear about Bhagavan, about God, the more purity is in the heart, in the mind. A person could be sitting here and he becomes extremely rigid. He gets bored, he can't take it. Why? Because the mind is very dirty. Nothing can go inside. And one person is hoping it will never finish. There's a purity in the heart, in the mind. We can judge for ourselves. Nobody has to judge. You will know yourself. So it's important to listen to things which will help us to increase our love for God. What we see, we love looking at soap opera. The more crazy the show is on YouTube, on TV, Netflix, the more we want to see it. If somebody say, come and look at Ramayana, look at Shri Krishna, that's boring. Look, I want to show you YouTube, this saint, Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu is given a beautiful lecture. It's translated in English. Nah, bhaiya, that's too boring. Can't take it. A devotee wants to only see things that will increase his love, will take his mind closer and closer to God. What we smell, what we touch, what we feel. We have to control these things. The mind could be very dirty and it could be running, loving to hear rumors, to hear, as you say in Trinidad, bacchanal. Love bacchanal. Gossiping. Love gossip. Control the mind. See what the mind is doing. No, I'm not going to listen. If you want to get bhakti, don't listen. My Guru Kripalu Mahaprabhu would say, if somebody comes criticizing someone, saying negative things about someone, they're gossiping, run far away from that person like if a cobra snake is ready to strike you. How scared you will become and how fast you will run. So you should run away from a person who is only gossiping and saying, now all they have to say is negative and bad things about someone. They cannot say anything good. Very bad. We have to control that tendency. So self-control. Good character, sheel. Try to do good things. I know we are on a Maya. We will get angry. Greed will come, lust will come, anger will come. All these things will happen. We are on a Maya after all. But realize how dangerous these things are. They're like thieves. They're like thieves who will come and steal everything from you. All your peace, all your bhakti devotion, this greed, this anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. They are thieves. Be very, very careful. You have valuable things in the home and you see thieves coming. You won't tell them, come and take all. Go ahead. Take how much you want, bhaiya. Nobody will do that. In the same way, when these thieves come, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, selfishness, chase them away. Chase them away. Out birati bahu karma. Don't get involved in trying to do too much things. And all kind of crazy actions. Some of us, we just all the time keep thinking, what more can I do in the world? Or if you really want to do some bhakti, sit down and chant God's name. You have some time, spare time. Then sit down and do sadhana. Listen to some divine philosophy. Open the scripture and read a little bit. Maybe you won't understand, but at least the mind will be in the right place. Read a little bit of philosophy, Prem Ras Siddhant. Don't get involved in all kind of crazy actions. Birhati bahu karma. Or nirata nirantar sajjan dharma. The word sajjan means here, actually sajjan means saint. Satjan. In Hindi there's something called sandhi. When you join two words together. So when you join the word sat and jan, you get sajjan. Sat means sant, saint. Jan means people, the saintly people. Try to follow the dharma, the actions of saintly people. What they did to become a saint. Bhagwan is saying, don't follow the worldly person. I want to see how did he become rich? How did he outsmart everybody? I want to become like that. I want to outsmart everybody too. No. If you have to follow anyone, follow, he has so much devotion, so much love for God. What did he do? What did she do? Let me follow, let me ask them. Follow the way they attained it. What are some of the characteristics of the Sajjan, the saintly people? Kag Basundaji is saying to Guruji in the Ramayana.
पर उपकार वचन मन काया संत सहज स्वभाव खगराया जय राम श्री राम
जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
भूज तरु समसंत कृपाला बोलरा सहज स्वभाव खगराया बोलरा जय राम श्री राम
जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
In the Ramayana, Guruji asks Kagbhasundarji to describe the characteristic of the wicked people, which he did in detail. I won't go into that detail right now. And the Sajjan, the good people, the saintly people. Kagbhasundarji says, पर उपकार वचन मन काया संत सहज स्वभाव खगराया. By words, thoughts and deeds, the saintly people, they are naturally benevolent. They love to help others. That's all they can do. Naturally, sahaj swabhav is their nature, they can't help it. In the world, most people, their nature is to throw down others, to push them down. Somebody is in a drain, push him down even deeper. Good for him. We love when people are suffering. That's the quality of the wicked person. They get happiness not as pain in their suffering. Whereas the saintly people, they get happiness when they see others happy. All they want to do is to help. They are benevolent by nature. And he gives a beautiful example of the saintly people. Bhurj taru samasant kripala parahit sahanit vipati vishala. Long ago in India, all over the world, we didn't have paper. There was no paper factory, there was no paper. Yet, more than 5,000 years ago, Veda Vyas, etc. put the scriptures in book form. Bhagavad, Mahapuran, the Puranas, Mahabharat were put in book form. Gita, etc. So, there was no paper. What did he write it on? Something called Bhoj Patra. Bhoj Patra. This is a tree, Bhoj Patra. It's made of bark only. So you keep taking the bark out of the tree, to help others for the sake of others, to write the scriptures, etc. And eventually the tree dies. In the same way, Parahit Sahanit Vipati Vishala, for the sake of others, for the sake of the worldly souls, we people in the world, the saints, they undergo tremendous torture. They come in the world, and what do? We curse, we criticize, we abuse, we poison, we crucify, give them a bad name, throw them in the jail. That's what we do when the saints come in the world. If you look at history, there's always what we did. Yet, they bore all of it. They bear it. They tolerate it. Without any complaint. They did not think anything bad about us. They kept thinking, even though we did all these wrong things, they kept thinking how to uplift them. Without the saint, nobody would go to Bhagwan. The true Guru, the true saint. So, Parahita Sahanitya Vipati, they undergo tremendous torture. These are saintly people. We wouldn't be able to be that good. We are selfish after all. Sarvaha swartham samihate. As long as we are under Maya, everyone is selfish by nature. Selfish means we want our own happiness. Not bad. Too bad. When it's excess. Some people are more selfish, some are less. But everyone is selfish. Only God and the saint can be truly selfless. But we have to practice. Practice to be selfless. Practice to be kind, merciful. Practice these things. And we can learn by looking at the saints, what they have done and what they do. Now, Prahlad Maharaj, I told you, I explained in detail, Shravana Bhakti, Kirtana Bhakti, Smarana Bhakti, Pada Sevana Bhakti, Archana Bhakti, Bandhana Bhakti, up to there. 6. The 7th Bhakti, according to Prahlad Ji Maharaj, is Dasyam. Dasyam. The word Das means servant. Das. We have to love God as a servant loves the master. That he is my master and I am his eternal servant. Gaurang Mahaprabhu, Descension of Sri Radha Krishna says, Jivera Shwarupa hoy Krishner Nitya Das. Chaitanya Charitamrita. The individual soul who we are by nature the eternal servants of Sri Krishna, of God. What does a servant do? He serves. Our duty in the world is to serve God. But because we have forgotten who we are, we have forgotten that we are the soul, the Atma, and identifying with the physical body, we serve the world. Instead of serving God, we serve the world. And that's why we keep rotating in 8.4 million forms of life. We have to realize our true nature. Yasya Atma Shariram, Yasya Aksharam Shariram. The Vedas say, the Jivatma, the individual soul, who we are, is the body of Paramatma, Shri Krishna, God. In other words, he is the soul of all souls. Bhagavad Mahapuran says, Har deha britamatma swayam prakriti ishvara tatparamulam sharanam yatakshemo ninamiha. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 4th canto, 29 chapter, 50th verse. Being the soul of all souls, Shri Krishna is the source of our love. It's our fundamental nature to love Him. We can't help it. We don't know, that's all. Look. Look at our own body. This body belongs to us. We're not the body. This body is a material thing. Right? Tusidasi tells us in the Ramayana.
क्षिति जल पावक गगन समीरा पंचम रचित यह अधम शरीरा जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
क्षिति जल पावक गगन समीरा. Kshiti, earth. Jal, water. Pavak, fire. Gagan, space. Samira, wind. Pancharachita yaha adham sarira. This body we have, sarira, is made of these 5 elements. Earth, water, fire, air and space. This is a material thing. But we're not the soul. We're the Atma. I'm sorry, we're not the body. We're the soul, the Atma. So this body serves us. Our senses, our mind, our intellect. Everything it does is to give happiness to the self, the soul. Because we're under ignorance, we're looking for happiness in the wrong place. We don't know where to find true happiness. We're looking in the world. But everything the senses, mind and intellect does is only to give happiness to the soul. It is serving us. In the same way, this soul, who we are, which is the body of Sri Krishna, of God, it's our natural nature to love Him and serve Him only. Krishna menam vehitva matmanam akhilatmanam jagadhitaya sopyat dehiva bhati mayaya. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 10th canto, 14th chapter, 55th verse. The gist says that Sri Krishna is the soul of all souls. He is the soul of our soul. So our ultimate aim in life is to serve God, to serve Sri Krishna. But first we have to realize that we are the soul, Atma. There's a beautiful bhajan written by Jagat Guru Tam, Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. In the booklets you have the bhajan on page 9. A devotee is saying, Nit seva mangu shama sham teri, na bhukti nahi mukti mangu mai. A devotee is saying, I desire, all I want is to do seva, nitya seva. Nit means always. I always want to serve Radha Krishna, Shama Sham. I want to do their seva. I have no desire for bhukti. Bhukti means material pleasures. The pleasure of this material world plus heaven combined, that is called bhukti. And mukti means liberation. I have no desire for bhukti nor mukti. All I want is to serve the Lord. Badhe bhakti nishkam nit meri. Let my love, I have a desire to love the Lord selflessly. That selfless love for the Lord keep increasing every moment. That's all I desire. We'll sing a couple lines of this beautiful bhajan. नित सेवा मांगू क्षमा श्याम तेरी, ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं। नित सेवा
मांगू क्षमा श्याम तेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बारे भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं। बारे भक्ति
निष्कामित मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
Hey Shri Krishna, you are known as Patita Pavan, the one who loves sinners. Well, I have committed uncountable sins. Why don't you come for me? Tu hi patit janan hi प्यारे हैं, हम अगणित पापन वारे हैं। तू ही पतित कर एतिक बेरी, ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं। पुनि कत
एतिक बेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
यदि कहा उन लाई शरनाई रे, कहु कत उतना गति पाई रे। यदि कहा बेर न करू छेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
करू छेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बारे भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं। बारे
भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ओ नित सेवा मांगू, सेवा 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 मांगू, क्षमा श्याम तेरी, ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
सेवा मांगू
राधे
तेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
यह भली है। Hey Shri Krishna, don't think that this one is bad and that one is good. Don't think like that. Just think that you also belong to me. You're also my child.
ये भली है बुरी है जो है तेरी है, तुम भी सोचो सचमुच यह मेरी है। ये भली है
बुरी है जो है तेरी है, तुम भी सोचो सचमुच यह मेरी है।
ओ सोचत ही बनी जाय मेरी, ना भुक्ति ना ही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
सोचत ही बनी जाए मेरी, न भुक्ति ना ही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
तेरी इच्छा मेरी इच्छा बनाती रहूं। हे श्री कृष्ण, a devotee, a lover, one who loves God. True love means to give and give alone and want nothing in return. The true lover only wants the happiness of the beloved, not their own happiness. As long as we want our own happiness, we cannot do bhakti. I want to be happy in your happiness. I want you to be happy, my Lord. तेरी इच्छा मेरी इच्छा बनाती रहूं, तेरे सुख में सुख नित पाती रहूं। तेरी
इच्छा इच्छा बनाती रहूं, तेरे सुख में सुख नित पाती रहूं।
ओ बस चाह ही है एक मेरी, ना भुक्ति ना ही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बस चाह है एक मेरी, न भुक्ति ना ही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ओ बाहे भक्ति निशिकामित मेरी, ना भुक्ति ना ही मुक्ति मांगू मैं। बाहे भक्ति
निष्कामित मेरी, न भुक्ति ना ही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ओ नित सेवा मांगू, सेवा 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 मांगू, क्षमा शम तेरी, ना भुक्ति ना ही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
नित्य सेवा मांगू, क्षमा शम तेरी, न भुक्ति ना ही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
God is known as Vinu Hetu Sanehi, Akaran Karun, causelessly merciful. He who showers his grace without any reason, any cause. Then, my Lord, why haven't you showered your grace upon me? Please listen to my prayer, my humble request. Please shower your grace upon me. Vinu Hetu Kripalu कहते हो, पुण्य क्यों साधन करवाते हो।
बिनु हेतु कृपालु कहते हो, पुण्य क्यों साधन करवाते हो।
सुनो विनय कृपालु जो मेरी, ना भुक्ति ना ही मुक्ति मांगू मैं। बढ़े भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी, ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बढ़े भक्ति निष्कामित मेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
ओ नित्य सेवा 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 मांगू क्षमा शम तेरी, ना भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
नित्य सेवा मांगू क्षमा शम तेरी, न भुक्ति नाही मुक्ति मांगू मैं।
बोले राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। तो दास्यम 8, Sakhyam, Dasyam 7, Sakhyam number 8. Sakha means friend. Friend. Loving God as we would love a friend. God is our eternal friend. This is how He is our eternal master, and we are His eternal servant. He is also our eternal friend. The Vedas say, Dva Suparuna Sayuja Sakhayam Samit. Dva Suparuna Sayuja Sakhaya Sayuja Sakhaya. Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 4 verse 6. Meaning that God is our eternal friend. In the world we make friend with somebody, and 10 days afterwards you see his real side. Get out. Right? When the bus reaches San Fernando, but as you sit in the bus, the road is very bad, so it takes a little while. And you happen to sit next to someone in the bus and you pick up a conversation. Oh, how are you? What's your name? Where do you live? You also live in Barakpur? No, I live Princess Down. Acha, acha. What are you doing here? Who is your family? And you become friend with that person. When the bus reaches San Fernando, the person says, okay, bye-bye. Huh? Arey bhaiya, how can you get off here? I am going to Port of Spain. Please come with me. No bhaiya, my stop has come. I have to come off. If you want, you can come off with me, but I can't go with you. When the stop comes, we all have to get off. When the time comes, we all have to go. The relations we make in the world is all non-lasting. And which one goes first? There's no guarantee that grandfather will go first. Sometimes grandson goes first. When the time comes, in other words, when the stop comes, when the time comes, we have to go. Everybody gets off at their stop. We all have a time. No one can change that. No one. Bharatji, when Bhagwan Sri Ram was being banished to the forest for 14 years, Bharat was at the home of Nani and Nana, the parents of Kaikeyi. what is called Afghanistan today, somewhere around there. When Sri Ram, Sita and Lakshman left, and Sumant returned without Ram, Dashrath heard the news, he died. The message was sent to Bharat, bring him back quickly. Don't tell him anything until he reaches Ayodhya. When Bharat came back and found out that his father had died, and the one he loved more in his life, Ram, was banished to the forest for 14 years, Bharat ji became inconsolable. The Guru, Doha, the Guru Vasisht then says to Bharat ji, सुनहु भरत भावी प्रबल बिलखि कहु मुनिनाथ हो रामा बिलखि कहु मुनिनाथ हानि लाभ जीवन मरण जश अप जश विधि हाथ हो रामा जश अप जश विधि हाथ सियावर रामचंद्र कर जय शरण शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम
जय जय सिया राम।
सुनहु भरत भावी प्रबल बिलखि कहु मुनिनाथ. The Lord among Muni Rishi, Vasishtha Ji Maharaj, he says, Bharat, to Bharat ji, Bharat, listen carefully. Destiny is very powerful. Hani labh, lost, gain. Jivan, maran, birth, death. Jash, apajash, fame and dishonor are all in the hand of destiny. And no one can change it. When you have to go, you have to go. But the Lord is such a friend. He never leaves us. Wherever the soul go, Bhagwan has to go. Dva suparuna sayuja sakhaya samanam briksham parikasva jate tayuranya pipalam swadat nashnan nanyu abhichakashiti. Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 4 verse 6. Wherever. The soul rotates in 8.4 million forms of life. Dog, cat, donkey, worm, tree, grass. Everywhere the soul, we the soul go, Shri Krishna is always there with us. Very close. We have turned our backs away from him, but he's always there. Always with us. He never leaves us even for a moment. What a friend. He never leaves us. You go to hell, he has to go there also. Everywhere. He's our eternal Sakha friend. Look, it's impossible to love God. This statement sounds very strange. Don't worry, you'll understand. The Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu says, Anya Bhilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadhyanavitam Anukulena Krishnanushilnam Bhakti Ruttama. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Rupa Goswami, one of the 6 Goswamis, he says in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the greatest book on bhakti, Anukulena Krishnanushilnam Bhakti Ruttama. We cannot love God. Then what are we supposed to love? The devil? No, just wait. The Bhagavad tells us, Aishwaryasya samagrasya Viryasya yashashashriyaha Jnana vairagya yoshchaiva Shannam bhaga iti rana. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 6th canto, 5th chapter, 47 verse. The word bhag means that which possesses, which contains. And the word van means opulence. In Hindi, you have heard words. If somebody is very wealthy, he is called, the word dhan means wealth. And somebody is very wealthy, he is called dhanavan. If somebody is very strong, the word for strength is bal. Someone is very strong, balavan. The word roop means beauty. If somebody is very beautiful, roopavan, all kind of one. So in the same way, Bhagavan, Bhagavan, that thing which contains certain things, 6 things. Shannam, that entity that contains 6 things to the infinite level is called a Bhagavan. This is the definition of the word Bhagavan. What are the 6 things? Aishwarya, number 1. Splendor, opulence. Number 2, Virya. Virya means strength. Number 3, Yash. Fame, name, fame and honor. Number 4, Shri, prosperity. Number 5, Gyan, knowledge. And number 6, Vairagya, detachment. And all these 6 are multiplied to an infinite degree. Infinite. So an entity that contains these 6 qualities multiplied to an infinite degree, he is called a Bhagavan or a Bhagavati. Now you understand what Bhagavan means. Now if we start thinking about an entity that has qualities multiplied to an infinite degree, there'll be fear and awe. And where there is fear, we cannot love. In the Gita, Bhagwan Krishna kept saying to Arjun, I am God, मैं भगवान हूँ. Arjun said, to Arjun, Shri Krishna was his friend, Sakha, as well as close relative. He says, how do you mean you are God, Bhagavan? Shri Krishna says, I am. Show me. Arjun said, show me. Shri Krishna said, let's accept. No, I want to see. Shri Krishna said, you don't have the right eyes. Then give me the right eyes. So Bhagavan gave Divya Drishti, divine eyes to Arjun. Arjun then saw the universal form of the Lord. Infinite head, infinite hands, infinite feet, touching the sky, and from every mouth, fire coming out like a volcano. Seeing that infinite, universal form of the Lord, Arjun started shaking, trembling with fear. He started perspiring. Terrified, he put his hands together and begged and prayed to Shri Krishna. Okay, enough. Bas. Please reassume your form as my Sakha, as my friend. How can we love a God who is omnipotent, omniscient, all-seeing, all-knowing? That Lord who just by thought creates the entire universe, uncountable solar systems, who just by thought destroys that uncountable solar system, the whole universe. Once, Bhagwan descended, half man, half lion. You heard about him? Nrsimha Bhagavan to kill a Rakshas, Hiranyakashipu. After killing Hiranyakashipu, all the gods assembled there thought it is a matter of courtesy that we should go and say to the Lord, thank you, you did a great job for us. We should glorify him, tell him thank you. But seeing that ferocious, terrifying form of the Lord, Are bhaiya, even if you see a worldly lion, we'll all run away from here. If a lion were to come here and start roaring, all of us will run away, we'll scatter. Imagine the Lord coming as a lion, uncountable lion, more fearful. Seeing that form, he's roaring. He took out the intestines of Hiranyakashipu and hung it around his neck like garlands. Blood everywhere. No one had the courage to approach him. Brahma, with forehead, the creator, he looks at Vishnu. Hey Vishnu, you're the sustainer. Go, go. Vishnu said, nah bhaiya. Vishnu looked at Shiv. Hey Shiv, you're the destroyer. Jao na, go. Shiv said, no, 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 no. Shiv looked at Brahma, you're the creator, you go. No, no. If Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv is scared, what about Indra, the Devatas? Forget about them. They also saw there Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi. They went and bowed to her. Ma, this is your husband. Please go to him. We are fearful at this moment. Mahalakshmi said, Nana bhaiya, I've never seen this form of his. They then looked toward Prahalad. Prahalad was just about 5 years old. Hey beta, Prahalad. Prahalad smiled and came. Yes, yes, yes. Beta, ek kaam kijiye. Will you do us a favor? Our child Prahalad. Prahalad said, sure. Anything. Prahalad, you see that fellow over there? That's your father, the Supreme Lord. I know, Prahalad said. I know he came for me. Oh yes, he came for you. Then you should go and thank him, Prahalad. Prahalad said, no problem. Smiling, Prahalad went left, right, left, right. Little children, they're fearless. My Guruji, Jagat Guru Tam. Elder people, all of us adults, we'd be fearful to approach him. Not really scared, but certain things we would not do. And little kids, they would run to him and shake his hand. They would want to shake hand. And if he doesn't give it, they'll grab his hand and shake it. They're fearless. So Prahalad went left, right, smiling. Nrsimha Bhagavan is still roaring. Looking down, he saw Prahalad. He bent down. Picking up Prahalad, he put one hand under the feet of Prahalad and one on the head and started dancing with joy. Nachne lage. Seeing the Lord calm down, everyone was relieved. They heaved a sign of relief and all went forward now. The point is, we cannot love God or Bhagavan. But if we cannot love God, how we are going to attain Him? Because we can only attain God by loving Him. Let's solve this. How to resolve this? We can take example from let's take a worldly example. There's a Supreme Court judge who has the power to give out the death sentence. Yet, this man's family does not see him as a powerful personality who has the power to sentence someone to death. His mother may be illiterate. She doesn't know to sign her name. She doesn't know ABC. But to her, this is just her son. All she knows, he is my son and he knows nothing. He's a foolish fella. To the wife, he's a loving husband. and to the children a caring father, etc. In the same way, we should not love God or Bhagavan, but we have to love Shri Krishna. But isn't Shri Krishna God? Yes, Shri Krishna is God, but He is not only God. The Bhagavad Mahapuran says, Shri Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Shri Krishna is also God. He is God. So just as the Supreme Court judge is not only a Supreme Court judge, but he is also a father, a husband, a child, a friend, etc. In the same way, Shri Krishna is not only God, but He is also God. He is also Bhagavan. You see, this form of Shri Krishna called Bhagavan, God, is a partial manifestation of Shri Krishna. And in that partial manifestation, He is known as Mahavishnu. Look, there are uncountable solar systems in the world. Uncountable. Like the one we live in. A solar system means there is a sun surrounded by planets. Like the one we are living in. Even now scientists are agreeing. They are trying to send spaceships. But they have agreed through powerful telescopes that even in this galaxy we live in, which is called the Milky Way, a small one, there are thousands and thousands of solar systems, suns, surrounded by planets. And there are uncountable galaxies. So there are uncountable solar systems, there are uncountable planet Earths. Tulsidas says in the Ramayana, Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram.
Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Bolo Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
भिन्न भिन्न प्रति लोक विधाता भिन्न विष्णु शिव मन दिशदाता बोलो
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
बोलो
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
भिन्न भिन्न प्रतिलोक विधाता भिन्न विष्णु शिव मन दिशित्राता. There are uncountable solar systems, lok. And every solar system has its own Brahma, own Vishnu, own Shiv. There's a Brahma that creates that solar system, it's called a Brahmand in Sanskrit. There's a Vishnu that sustains it, and there's a Shiv that destroys it. The Devi Bhagavat says, Sankhya chetaja samasti na vishwanam kadachana Brahma Vishnu Shivadinam tatha sankhya na vidyate. The Devi Bhagavat says, it may be possible to count every single grain of sand on the earth, but it is impossible to count how many solar systems there are or how many Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. So there are uncountable Brahmas, uncountable Vishnu, uncountable Shiva. And they all come from that one Mahavishnu. But even Mahavishnu is a partial manifestation of Sri Krishna. Vedavyasji says, Yasyaika niswasita kalamathavalambya Jivanti loma bilja jagadandanatha Vishnur mahansa iha yasya kala vishesho Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahma Samhita, chapter 5, verse 48. Vedavyas, descension of Sri Krishna, he is saying in Brahma Samhita, I am a worshipper of that Sri Krishna, that Govind, whose partial manifestation is known as Mahavishnu. Vishnu Mahan Saihayasya Kala Vishesho. It doesn't mean that Mahavishnu is some entity separate from Sri Krishna or that he is smaller than Sri Krishna. No, he is Sri Krishna himself. Sri Krishna himself become Mahavishnu. Sri Krishna himself become Brahma. Himself become Vishnu. Himself become Shiva. They are all one and the same. You don't see difference. But in that form, in the form of Brahma, he does the work of creating the solar system. In the form of Vishnu, he sustains. And in the form of Shiva, he destroys. That's all. You just have to understand. But because Mahavishnu is pure opulence only, he never even smiles. He's always serious. So the Rasik saints, they said, keep a little bit away. Don't disrespect Sri Krishna himself, but we can't love him. That aspect of Sri Krishna. If a Rasik saint, one who has drawn the highest love for Sri Radha Krishna, were to start reading Bhagavad Mahapuran, they will skip through the pages describing Sri Krishna killing Rakshasas like Aghasur, Bakasur, Narakasur, etc. Or uplifting Govardhan mountain with his little finger. Why? When that Supreme Lord can create uncountable solar systems by just smiling and cause their dissolution, destruction by just raising his eyebrow, what is so great about killing a few little Rakshas? They would much rather read the pastime, the Leela, where Yashoda Maya has tied little Kanhaiya to the mortar and is threatening to beat him with a stick. And tears are flowing from the eyes of Sri Krishna. And he's begging Maya, Maya Mori, मैं नहीं माटी खायो. अरे मैया मोरी, मैं नहीं माटी खायो. अरे मैया मोरी, मैं नहीं माटी खायो. Please don't beat me, Maya. I didn't eat dirt. He did, but he's begging. He's so scared. So in order to avoid that fearful association with God, Bhagavan, the Rasik saints, the saints, have devised for us to love God, worship God through the closest of human relationships. We have to make a relation with Bhagavan, with Sri Krishna. These relations are called bhav or rasis, and they are 5 in number. 5. Shant bhav, dasya bhav, sakhya bhav, vatsalya bhav, madhurya bhav. We have to love God. We have to bring Him down to our level. The lowest one is Shant Bhav. In this relation, one loves God as a subject loves a king. As a subject loves a king. The yogis, they worship this form of Sri Krishna, Mahavishnu, Narayan, Char Bhuja, 4 arms. But there's too much distance. A subject hardly gets a chance to even meet the king, far less to talk to him. From far away, you have to wave. There's too much distance. So the Rasik saints, they have rejected Shant Bhav. And they accept the other four. Higher than Shant Bhav, Dasya Bhav. Love in God as a servant loves the master. That the Lord is my master, I am his servant. Even in the world, a servant has more rights than the general public. He can come inside the house. He gets to talk with the master, mingle. He can even enter into the bedroom of the master. Not while they are there, but he has to go to clean, etc. So he has more rights than the general public. Devotees who have attained God in Dasya Bhav, Hanuman, Shabari, etc. Higher than Dasya Bhav, Sakhya Bhav. Love in God as you will love a friend. Even in the world, if a servant is in the room with you and a friend comes to meet you, the servant has to leave. The friend has more rights than the servant. Loving God as a friend means accepting him as your equal. And a feeling, a desire to help each other in time of need. There's no feeling of high and low. How easily they thump each other on the back. Yar. A feeling of equality. So loving God, Shri Krishna as a friend, meaning loving him as your equal. Many devotees. In the Ramayana, as Sri Ram, we have Sugriv, Vibhishan, etc. When he came as Shri Krishna, the Pandavas, Yudhishthir, Bhimsen, Arjun, Nakul and Sahadev, and of course the cowherd boys of Vrindavan. They all loved Shri Krishna as their friend. Higher than Sakhya Bhav, Vatsalya Bhav. The relation as loving God as a parent loves the child. In this relation, we love God as our child. That the Lord is my child, I am his parent. How much right a parent has. If two friends are in a room and the parent comes in the room, the friend has to leave. There are things in the family even a friend cannot hear about. How much right that parent have. The parent has full rights to scold and even punish the child. How many times Yashoda Maya scolded Shri Krishna. As I told you, she tied him to the mortar and threatened to beat him. Yashoda didn't know he was Bhagavan. Bhagavan, when he comes in the world, he brings his devotees with him, saints from his divine abode. These are not worldly souls. They all come from his divine abode. And then the Lord uses his power, special power called Yog Maya, that which makes the impossible possible. Through the power of Yog Maya, he makes all of them forget who he is and forget themselves too. Not only that, he makes himself forget that I am Bhagavan. Now he can enjoy. So all Yashoda Maya knew was this is my son and I love him more than my life. If she thought he was Bhagavan, you think Yashoda Maya could could tie him to the mortar and threaten to beat him? No, she'll put him on a singhasan and do arti whole day. So much right the mother has, the parent has. Higher than Vatsalya Bhav, the highest relation, Madhurya Bhav, or lover-beloved relationship. In this relationship, God is loved like a lover loves the beloved. Oh, The devotees who have loved God in Vatsalya Bhav, some example, Yashoda and Nanda Baba in Vrindavan, Devaki and Vasudev in Mathura, Dasharath, Kaikeyi, Kaushilya, etc. in Ayodhya. So that's Vatsalya Bhav. Examples of parental love. Vatsalya Bhav. Madhurya Bhav, the greatest example, the gopis of Vrindavan. There are others also. Kubja, lowest level. I will explain one night in detail, some other time I will explain. Higher than the Kubja, the wives of Sri Krishna in Dwarika. And the highest, the gopis of Vrindavan. The gopis never had desire for their own happiness, even equal to the breath of a single strand of hair. Everything they did was only for the happiness of Sri Krishna. Whatever makes Sri Krishna happy. We sang a bhajan just now. Teri ichha mein ichha. The second to last verse. In that bhajan we just sang Nitya Seva Mangu. In the second to last stanza we were saying Teri ichha mein ichha. Let me desire your happiness, what makes you happy. This is called bhakti, prem, love. To be happy in the happiness of the beloved. Naradji says in Narad Bhakti Sutra, Tat sukha sukhitvam. The gopis attain the highest. When asked, who are the greatest devotees of God? Naradji said in Narad Bhakti Sutra, Yatha Braja Gopika Naam. The highest devotees, the gopis of Vrindavan, as how they love Sri Krishna. This is the highest relationship. And in the highest relationship, all the others are included. Whether we love God as a servant loves the master, as a friend, as we love a friend loves a friend, as a parent loves a child, or as the highest relationship, as a lover loves the beloved, we'll all attain Sri Krishna. But the level we attained is different. If you love God as a servant loves the master, you attain the lowest divine love, called Prema Bhakti. There are 8 stages of perfect devotion. Siddha Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, Sneh Bhakti, Man Bhakti, Pranay Bhakti, Rag Bhakti, Anurag Bhakti, Bhavesh Bhakti, Mahabhav. One who loves God in Dasya Bhav only attains up to Prema Bhakti. If you love in Sakya Bhav, you go to Rag Bhakti. Vatsalya Bhav, Anurag. And Madhurya Bhav, Mahabhav, the highest. We'll go in details more some other time. The point is, in order to do bhakti, in order to love God, we have to make a relation. Someone was asking me last night how to do bhakti. I said bhakti is very easy. The easiest path is bhakti. Why? Because no one has to teach us how to love. We already know how to love. We know how to love mommy. We know how to love daddy. We know how to love husband. We know how to love wife. We know how to love children. We know how to love friend. We know how to love in the world. All we have to do now is to take that love that we know in the world and transfer it to Sri Krishna. That is called bhakti. And the fact is, every relation of the soul is only with Sri Krishna. Because we identify with the physical body, we make all relations in the world. This is my mommy, this is my daddy, this is my wife, my husband, my child, my motor car, my dog, my everywhere my. Because I am body. Can anybody in the world create a soul, Atma? Huh? Can any worldly person create a soul? No, impossible. Shri Krishna said, the Vedas tell us, Amitasya vai putraha. Every living being is a child of God. Only God can create the soul. So the mommy and daddy of the soul, Atma, is only Bhagavan. We all say prayer. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. Tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva. Tvameva vidya dravinang tvameva. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Do you know what we are saying? Very few. And even if we do, we say it only from here, the mouth. Nobody feels in the heart. We lie to God. We lie. Big lie. What are we saying? Tvam ev. Tvam means two. Ev means he. You. Tvam in Sanskrit means you in English. Ev means alone in English. We are saying to God, O Lord, you alone are my mother. Tvameva mata. Chapita tvameva. You alone are my father. You alone are my friend. You alone are my companion. You alone are my knowledge. You alone are my wealth. You alone are my everything. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. But which person feels that in the heart? How can Shri Krishna alone be my mommy and daddy? What about my mother and father in the world? We don't. We say also. You see, in Hindi, there are two words in Hindi. One is he, and one is bhi. He means alone. To he means you alone. We don't. We said no, that's wrong. We say bhi. Bhi means also. We say tu bhi. Ah, Shri Krishna, you also are my mommy, you are also my daddy, but you cannot be alone. That is wrong. The scriptures are wrong. Because Shri Krishna alone, God alone cannot be my mother and father. Shri Krishna alone cannot be my money. What about the money in the bank? Etc. So unless and until we can realize I am the soul, the Atma, that feeling of knowing who is my true mother and father can never come. As long as we identify with the physical body, every relation will be worldly and will keep rotating in the 8.4 million forms of life. So as I said, bhakti, the path of loving God, is extremely easy. Because we already know how to love. All we have to do is transfer that love to Shri Krishna. And that is bhakti. One or two little things we have to learn here and there. Rest is easy. There's much more. We'll hear some other time. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Siyavar Ramchandra ki jai. Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai. जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे